Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday. Okay, guys, so we're back to talk about Randall Emmett, Lala Kent's ex. And I feel like this guy is always finding himself in some trouble. It's like one of those things where you think you're on top and then all of a sudden shit just comes crumbling down. We've seen it with multiple Hollywood producers, big A-lister names. Today, it just came out that P. Diddy was arrested. So, you just think you can get away with things because you were doing it in a different time. And I'm not saying Randall was doing anything, but I'm saying things were being done allegedly in a different time. And it's like one of those, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the people who had a ton of different children with other people when they were cheating on their spouses, and then ancestry came out, and all of a sudden, boom, you get a knock on the door, and there's like 4 or 5 knocks, and it's like, "Hi, I'm your kid." "No, I'm your kid. I'm your kid." My family dealt with that. So, anyways, pop off in the comment section, smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in. All right, guys. So, like I said, we're going to get into the Randall Emmett of it all. Oh, man. Can I just say really quick before we get into Randall Emmett, a Lala Kent appreciation? Not only did this woman move out, and I know a lot of people do not like Lala, but a lot of people love her. She not only moved out of the Bel Air mansion, she moved into an apartment. She got made fun of by her castmates. She went over, she bought a house right next door to Sheena in Palm Springs for 1 point whatever million. And then just recently bought a $3.1 million home in Sherman Oaks. The girl is killing it. Now, obviously, you can buy the home, but can you afford to keep the home? Because we've seen Tom Schwartz and Katie, the home got sold. Jax Taylor and Brittany, the home is probably going to get sold. Maybe, I don't know yet. Tom Sandoval and Ariana, the home is definitely getting sold. So you don't know. But for Lala, the only reason her home would get sold is if she wanted to, because nobody is taking anything away from her. And I love that approach. I love that about you, Lala. But let's get into it. Thank you to RadarOnline.com. They titled this Lala Kent's ex Randall Emmett pays six-figure sum in damage control firm's lawsuit after taking a $2 million hit on the LA home sale. Lala Kent's ex-fiance, Emmett, is feeling the financial strain from his mounting legal woes. Court documents exclusively obtained by RadarOnline.com revealed that Randall Emmett made a six-figure payment to a damage control firm just days after he took a nearly $2 million hit on the sale of the swanky Los Angeles home that he shared with Lala. The embattled producer, known for films like The Irishman and Lone Survivor, fell from grace amid allegations of shady financial dealings related to his film projects and personal expenses, as well as abusive behavior toward employees, and they also named sexual misconduct. Various creditors have sued Randall Emmett for allegedly defaulting on loans or failing to meet his contractual obligations, including a crisis management and public relations company called Citric Group. Randall Emmett hired the firm in June of 2022 to manage an LA Times investigation into the allegations surfacing against him, but after providing the requested services, the company alleged Emmett never paid a dime of his bill, totaling more than $100,000. The company's February 2024 complaint read, "Within the last 4 years, Randall Emmett became indebted to Citric on an open book account for public relations services rendered and costs and expenses advanced to Randall Emmett in an aggregate reasonable value of not less than $100,515.51. Citric sued for the amount plus interest, costs, and attorney's fees. On June 4th, the court ruled in favor of the PR firm and ordered Emmett to pay $226,436.50 after factoring in about $105,000 in attorney's fees and $20,000 in arbitration costs. The amount was also to incur 10% in interest each year. A filing on September 13 showed Emmett sent the firm $102,767.13 to partially satisfy the judgment, but the payment came 2 days after his four-bedroom, 4,276 square foot home on Mulholland Drive sold for $4.35 million. According to TMZ, though, he had listed the property for $6.2 million back in 2022. The Citric Group's lawyers had mentioned the property in their February complaint, accusing Randall Emmett of listing the home for immediate sale with Coldwell Banker Realty in an effort to hinder, delay, and defraud Citric. Seeking to prevent the producer from fraudulently diverting proceeds to dodge this debt, the company's legal team wrote, therefore, an injunction and other relief is necessary to prevent any transfers of the residence by Emmett to avoid his debt to Citric. Randall Emmett was also sued in 2021 by a company alleging that he owed $500,000 on a loan that helped fund his films. Around the same time, he entered into a custody battle with Lala Kent over their daughter, Ocean, who is now 3. Lala called off their engagement in October of 2021 because she claimed Randall cheated on her while she was pregnant with Ocean. You can't write this shit. You really can't. But also, so I guess Citric, the PR firm, is saying, well, if you're selling the home, then it's almost like putting a lien. If you're going to sell the home, then we're going to put a lien on you. That way, if you sell the home, we put a lien on you, then we get paid before you get the proceeds of the home. However, since they didn't do that in time, that's probably not going to happen. And you can disparage his name. You know, maybe other PR firms wouldn't work with him. You can sue him. A judge awarded you, like the damages and stuff. But what if he doesn't pay it? Eventually, he would end up going to jail. But if he's satisfying little amounts here and there, maybe he won't go to jail. But if he does end up going to jail and he can't satisfy his amounts and he's still trying to fight Lala Kent, I think he has a lot more debt than Lala Kent does, and she's still fighting for the custody situation with Ocean. I think that she is looking a lot better than he is as far as being primary parent as of right now, based off of what's out in the media. I'm not saying them as parents like with their children, but I'm saying in like the eyes of the viewers, of the fans. But I want to hear what you guys think. Guys, pop off. Also, if you have not been listening to the Salty Podcast, you gotta listen to it. Thank you to Breaking the Rules Pod Clips for just giving us a little bit of a shout out. Here's one. Check it out.
I was so triggered watching this shit. I was literally screaming. I'm not from Utah, okay? I've always been told that there is this kind of thing with the LDS Mormon church goers, particularly in Provo or around that area, where it's like they'll be doing all this stuff behind closed doors. Oral is moral, soaking, all these things. But if you are seen drinking or anything like that, it's like, oh, how dare you? It's like, oh my gosh, they drink. And it's just like this huge uproar. But meanwhile, they're all like fucking each other, right?
It's okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, the hypocrisy.
Where it's like, yes, it's infuriating. It's like, oh, you are going to hell and you're a piece of shit because you have a glass of wine or you drink beer or you're drinking flask out of a flask. You're disgusting. But okay, here's a perfect example. Okay, here's my example. The women drinking or whoever was drinking in the hot tub, right?
Right.
And as a result of that, they were uninvited to the baby blessing. But you have Whitney and her husband there who are posting TikToks of pubes and dicks, golf balls shooting out of their vajayjays.
Wait, can we just play the
Tinder and allegedly Grindr? But they're worthy. They're worthy to go. I was so triggered watching this shit. I was literally.
She was triggered watching it, but you guys got to go listen to the full podcast. Anywhere you get your podcast, go to Up and Adam. Click under Up and Adam. It's the Salty Podcast. You'll see it has Secret Lives of Mormon Wives in the title. Check it out. You guys are not going to want to miss that. But in the meantime, I love you guys so much. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys have the best, most beautiful week, and we'll see you so very soon. Love you guys. Bye.